Hi guys, I'm Renee. I'm an epilepsy warrior from WA. Today I'm going to talk about auras. Auras you've probably heard a little bit about on other Facebook groups. What I have is after 28 years of seizures, I get an aura before I have a seizure, which to me is like a warning system, which is amazing. It took 15 years of seizures to get to this point. So before I have a seizure, usually I get a funny feeling where I sort of like deja vu, or I can't concentrate. I'll be sitting there having a conversation with someone and I'll go completely blank. So when I sense that coming on, I usually start praying and praying and praying, hoping it won't happen, but it always does. And I usually have a seizure not long after that. My last seizure, which was 5 years ago, I was 6 months pregnant with my daughter. I actually felt it a couple of days before, but I was very sick with my daughter while I was pregnant. I was under a lot of stress. I was working full time and I was throwing up a lot. And although we tried to do it as much as we could, I kept on throwing up the medication. I wasn't certain if I'd thrown it up and I didn't want to overdose, so it was a bit crazy at the time. So there was not a lot I could do, but thankfully with this grand mal seizure, I felt it coming on. I made sure I was, a few days before, made sure I was safe. I had someone with me at all times, and on the last day when I knew it was coming, I was laying on the couch and my husband, we decided to call the ambulance because we weren't going to take any chances, because usually when I have a grand mal seizure or a tonic-clonic seizure, I stop breathing. Thankfully, she was fine and I didn't stop breathing. So we were lucky. But what you need to do is pay attention to your body. It will warn you. You'll start to recognize it after many seizures. You'll start to recognize the signs. Also, I get very stressed out before a seizure. I'm very angry and aggressive before I have a seizure usually as well, which is also another sign. There's lots of different things. People have deja vu. Sometimes that's a sign for them. I also, when I don't have a seizure for a little while, I'll have this sense where I don't know who I am. I feel like I'm someone completely different. It's a horrible feeling. I also had that feeling when I was breastfeeding. So it was very horrible. I felt like I was someone completely different. It was very bizarre. There's all sorts of different auras. Everyone experiences something different. But with time, you'll get to know your body and you'll know what works for you. You'll be able to detect your own warning system. So then you'll feel it, you'll make sure you're safe, you make sure you're not alone. And that's one of the good things about the auras. Although they feel terrible, thankfully I don't have to worry so much because I know I will have an aura before I have a seizure. And after 28 years, I know my body well enough to know when that warning is going to be coming. So as I say, as always, pay attention to your body, try and figure out what it's telling you. Stay seizure safe and take care. Bye. See ya.